This is Power Hour, a 60-minute power vinyasa yoga practice. It's time to begin. So for your prompts today, for our practice, you may want to grab a couple of yoga blocks. You may not need yoga blocks for this particular practice, but it's just always nice to have some props. So maybe some blocks or even a blanket or pillow, a yoga strap, anything you would like to use for your practice. Grab some bottled water. And we're ready to begin. Let's go ahead and meet together in mountain pose. And as we make our way here and get into our breath, I'll say a little bit more about what we are doing in our class today. So first, you might just want to take a few deep breaths in and out. Breathe in deeply through your nose. And you can exhale through your nose or out through your mouth. A few more like that. Just to get reconnected. Moving inside. Preparing for your moving practice by focusing on the here and now, more present and connected. And you're welcome to do this with your eyes closed, or you can certainly keep your eyes opened as you gaze forward or downward. And just continue with slow, steady breaths. In our physical practice today, we're going to be moving through twisting postures. So a series of twists. We can sometimes think of twisting postures in our yoga practice as a way to release, let go, cleanse, and heal. So if that resonates with you, perhaps think of something, it can even be a thought or a feeling that you would like to release. Something that's a little uncomfortable within you or sitting heavy within you. And maybe this practice will help you to let part of that go or all of it go. Slow, steady breaths. Remember, as you inhale, just feel the lifting and lengthening of your spine so you feel a little taller. Breath rising to fill up your lungs. Then as you exhale, as you're able, draw your navel inward toward your spine, that light engagement here in your center body. Inhale, long spine, breath lifting, filling up your lungs. Exhale, draw navel in and feel that nice engagement of your abdominal system. We'll be using some good core work since we are twisting today. This will be some nice conditioning for this part of the body. Let's go ahead and take 3 more slow, deep breaths, preparing our bodies to move. And when you're ready, inhale and extend your arms overhead. Treat it like a nice stretch. Reach all the way up. And exhale will fold forward, so we're hinging at the hips. Put a good bend in your knees, and just slowly making your way down, perhaps touching your toes. Inhale, slide your hands up to your knees or thighs to extend your spine. Let's hold here on the exhale, this half forward fold. Feel a good connection to the ground with your feet. You might even grip your mat with your toes. Nice, strong connection, energy in the legs. Even with a slight bend in the knees, feel some energy in your hamstrings. And with your torso, feeling an energy moving through the top of your head as if you're being led forward, and then through the tailbone moving towards the back of the room. You might inhale to produce that length, and an exhale, continue to draw belly button up towards spine in this case. And then just shift your weight back into your heels, bend your knees like you're about to sit down into a low chair, look forward. Take your arms out to the side, then inhale and let's stand up tall, reach into the air. And exhale, just bring your arms down by your side. Let's just pause here, take a breath or two. Let's go through that exact same sequence. Here we go. Inhale, extend your arms up, maybe feeling a good lengthening and stretch through the sides of your body. Exhale, let's fold. Take your time. You can always move at your own pace, perhaps touching your toes or close to your toes. Inhale, slide your hands up to your shins, knees, or thighs, extending your spine. Exhale, hold right here. Same thing, nice rooted, strong connection to the ground with both feet. Slight bend in the knees, energy in the hamstrings, long spine. You're flat like a table. Energy moving through the top of your head and through your tailbone to the back of the room. Shifting your weight back into your heels, bend your knees, look forward, take your arms out to the side. Inhale it, stand up even taller. Reach up, big stretch. Exhale, arms down by your side. Excellent. Let's just pause here. We'll take a couple of breaths. So that was our half salute to the sun. We're going to get ready, adding on to our sequence, our full sun salutation, starting with series A. When you're ready to move, inhaling, sweep your arms up into the air. Exhale, let's fold forward. Making your way down, take your time. Inhale, let's rise up halfway. Now on this exhale, we'll bend the knees, round the back, folding enough to bring your feet back to the back end of your mat until you're in plank pose or a high push-up position. Breathe in right here. Exhale, bend your knees a little, send your hips up into the air. This is our shortcut to downward facing dog. Once in down dog, just adjust your feet a little, maybe even your hands, so you can just settle into the pose so we can hold here for several breaths. You can certainly hold in stillness and just concentrate on your breathing, or add some movement if you like. I like to pedal the feet to get a stretch through the calves and toes. Let your knees bend. Nice hip shift side to side. Meanwhile, hands are pressing firmly into the ground. Strong straight arms. Good opening in the shoulders and chest here. Make sure your head doesn't feel locked in place, but you can easily nod yes, maybe shake your head no. 2 more breaths in down dog. You'll take a nice, strong inhale on the 3rd breath. Exhale completely, walk, step, or hop both feet up to the top of your mat. Inhale, extend spine. Exhale, fold. Weights in the heels, bend your knees. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Come to standing, reach high. Let's move right away into Series B as we sit down into chair pose, Utkatasana. Let's hold here for several breaths. Good extension out through the arms, crown of your head, and even through your tailbone. Breathe in. Exhale, dive out of your seat, down toward your toes, forward fold. Inhale, nice extension of spine. Here we go. Exhale, bending your knees low enough to bring your hands to the ground. Step both feet back, plank pose. Once here, breathe in. Exhale, bend your elbows, squeeze them in towards your ribs as you lower your chest down towards the ground. Inhale, press into the ground with the hands, straightening your arms so you can look forward, opened heart in this back bend. Exhale onto your toes, lifting hips into the air, or return to downward facing dog. A quick adjustment of hands and feet, arriving in the pose, and we'll continue. Inhale now to extend right leg up behind you, reaching long. Exhale, let's guide right foot to the top of the mat. We'll plant the left heel into the ground, make sure there's good weight in that back foot. Inhale, let's float up, rising to Warrior One, reaching into the air. Exhale, fold again carefully. Plant your hands. Let's step the right foot back, plank pose, and lower your way down, bending your elbows, coming down in a straight line if you can. Inhale to upward facing dog or even cobra pose. Exhale onto your toes, hips into the air, downward facing dog. Settle in. Then the other side. Inhale, extend left leg up, reaching long. Exhale, left foot to the top of the mat. Right heel presses firmly into the ground, so we have balance to easily lift up. Warrior One, reaching into the air. And our exhale. Hands back down to the mat, step back, plank pose. Let's complete the series. Coming down, elbows bend, squeeze them in towards ribs. Inhale, up dog, roll your shoulders back, opening up through your heart space. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold. Take a couple breaths in, down dog. And then we'll make our way down to the ground. You can just bend your knees, kneel down, take a seat back into hero, and then sit, swinging the legs around to the front. Make sure you're sitting in the center of your mat, and then go ahead and roll down onto your back. When you lie down, go ahead and bend your knees and plant your feet firmly into the ground. Take a few breaths here just to actually relax. Just melt into the earth. Take some deep breaths. And we'll prepare our bodies to move, re-engaging the body with breath. So we'll inhale, fill up your lungs. Exhale, empty the belly, engaging. So you can lift hips up into the air, bridge pose. Right here. If you'd like, you can get your arms and shoulders a bit underneath you, perhaps even squeezing shoulder blades together. You can bend your elbows at 90 degrees, pressing firmly down into the mat with the backs of your arms so you feel a bit more stable in the posture. So your hips are rising, your heart is opening, and you're taking deep breaths. Three more breaths as we hold this posture. You might even notice there's a lot of energy produced when we create this pose. When you're ready, just wiggle your toes forward a little. Extend your arms up into the air, making space so you can roll your way down to the ground. We're going to bring knees to chest. We're going to hold here for a moment and take our first twist. Just a spinal twist. We often do this at the end of practice. Well, let's just toss it in right here. So just a gentle turn of the knees, taking the knees down to the left side of the room as you extend your right arm to the right side of the room. We'll just take a few breaths here. Again, we're just introducing twisting to the body. Even though this is a pose we've done many times before together, but really treating it as something brand new because it's a new moment, it's a new time. So it might feel different. You may be bringing a new intention to your twisting practice today. Let's go ahead and bring the knees back up to center. Let's hold here. You might even hug the knees in towards body a little bit. And then when you're ready, take the knees down to the right side as you extend your left arm to the left side, spinal twist. And we'll most likely do this again at the end of our practice. Several breaths. Feel, notice. Notice how this feels in your body. All right, let's go ahead and return to center. Once again, hug knees in towards body. A gentle rocking forward and back, generating some energy and movement. Deep breathing. Whenever you're ready, with a good exhale, rock your way up to seated so we can come to boat pose. We often do them with the boat pose with the feet lifted. You can do this with knees bent. Do energize your feet so it just keeps the legs strong. I like to hold on to the legs just to help extend the spine. And once the breath is really in tuned here, good connection to core and feeling stable, then release. We'll take a breath in, ready to move. Exhale, cross legs, hands in front. Hop or just step both feet back into plank pose. Hold. We'll take a shortcut to down dog, so a softening of the knees, lifting hips into the air. Let's continue with a lunge sequence. Inhale, extend right leg up. Let's open this up. Bend your knee, bring your heel down towards backside, lifting the knee up towards the ceiling. Let's take several breaths here. Okay, one thing that's obviously happening is a hip opener. With the knee lifting as it is, it opens the hips, but there's a mild twist in the spine. I want you to notice something too. As you twist open, notice if you've got more weight bearing down into your left hand that's maybe sinking your left shoulder and elbow. If that's the case, see if you can stabilize or realign the upper body so your shoulders are more aligned with each other. But there's still a mild twist in the spine. Inhale. Exhale, unwind it now. We'll step right foot to the top of the mat. Left heel plants into the floor. Find that balance. And then we'll inhale, rise up, warrior one. And our exhale here to a warrior two. We take a little wider stance, at least I like to, just taking the feet a little farther apart, lunging a little deeper, getting a little stretch in the right inner thigh. Nice strong left leg, outside edge of the foot, pressing into the ground. Reaching energetically through the arms, hands and fingertips. Let's take our side angle. We'll reach out over the right leg, rotate the arms, right arm comes down, while left arm reaches up into the air. Big stretch. And since we're doing twisting, I like to get some lengthening through the side of the body, so you might even take this left arm a little bit more over your head, just to create more of that spaciousness down through the left side of your body. Let's take a breath in, and an exhale to turn, bringing hands back down to the floor. We'll step back into plank pose, pause for a moment as everything kind of realigns in a straight line. And then a shortcut again to downward facing dog. Stabilize. Other side. Inhale, extend left leg up. Let's open this up. Bend your knee. Bring your heel down towards your backside. While the knee is lifting to open up the hip and create that mild twist in the spine, be sure hands are pressing firmly into the ground and that not too much weight or pressure is sinking you into right hand, shoulder, or elbow. There's a nice evenness, an even distribution of weight between both hands, keeping the shoulders aligned. Inhale. Exhale, we'll unwind it and step through. Left foot to the top of the mat, right heel plants. Inhale, float up, warrior one. Exhale, torso turns to the right side of the room, warrior two. Settle in, make any adjustments with your feet if you need to. Good extension out through your arms, arriving in your pose. And then our side angle pose, reaching out. Rotate your arms, left arm comes down, right arm reaching up initially. You can stay just like this, but if you want more of that side body stretch, you might extend right arm overhead, reaching through your fingertips, and even feel your right foot press more deeply into the ground. Breathe in right here. And our exhale, let's turn out of the pose. Hands down to the ground right here. Step back, plank pose. Here, let's complete the series with Chaturanga Dandasana, coming down. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Hold for a moment. Take a breath. Get ready to move. Take a nice full breath in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, engage your belly for stability and strength so you can walk, step, or hop both feet back up to the top of the mat. Inhale, extend your spine. Exhale to fold. Hold, forward fold for a moment. And then just feel your weight shifting into the heels. Bend your knees, look forward, spread your wings. Inhale, stand up tall, reach into the air, and exhale, arms down by your side. Very nice. Nice little warm up there. Feel free to shake out your shoulders, even get a sip of water if you'd like. Our next pose will be standing. We're going to go right into our second twisting posture. We'll take chair pose and we'll twist it. Since we're still kind of warming up the body, don't feel like you have to really get too deep into this seated twisting position. I'm going to modify it. It just feels better on my body. I'll just give you some cues on how you can take it deeper if you'd like to. I'm just going to turn sideways like this. And here we go. Let's inhale, reach into the air. Exhale, take chair pose. And as you're taking your seat, go ahead and bring hands to heart center. Now, I'm not going to sit back too deeply, so this is my variation and modification. But you're welcome to sit back and down much deeper, right down here, just a little bit more bend in the knees, and your hips are moving to the wall behind you. But I'm going to stay up a little higher. Before we twist, look down at your feet. Can you see your feet? And again, we still want that even distribution of weight in the feet here. And then notice your knees. Knees will be nicely aligned. Your hips will also be nicely aligned. We want to keep that sensation from hips down to feet, even as we rotate the upper half. Here we go. Inhale, extending through spine. Exhale, engage belly, and here's our twist to your right side of the room. Just enough where you have a rotation in the upper body. I'm modifying. You don't have to twist too far. Again, if you happen to be lower and deeper, your left elbow might be able to come to the outside of the right knee, but not necessary. Again, just a mild rotation. And wherever you are, take another peek at your feet. They still should be aligned on the ground. Knees are aligned. Hips are aligned. Breathe in. Exhale, unwind. Just place your hands on your thighs. Maybe push into your thighs to help you stand up. Reach into the air just to get some length. And exhale, arms back down by your side. Very good. We're just going to do the other side. So we'll twist to the left. Here we go. Inhale, reach into the air. Exhale, take your chair pose, and as you're taking your seat, bring hands to heart center. Stay up high in your seat or go low and deep as you'd like. Check in with your feet, knees, and hips. From the waistline all the way down, everything stays aligned, meaning nothing really moves. It's only an upper body rotation. We breathe in. Exhale, draw belly in, twist to your left. Enough where you feel that rotation, but not too far where you misalign your body. You want to keep that alignment in hips, knees, ankle bones. So just check in. You can always use your knees as a guide. If the knees have shifted apart from each other significantly, then you know that your hips are out of alignment. Let's take a breath in. Exhale, we'll unwind, hands on thighs. Press into thighs to stand up tall. We'll take the arms up into the air, extended mountain pose for the stretch and re-lengthening. Exhale, arms down by your side. Stay here and take a couple breaths because we're going to get right into our flow. Whenever you're ready, inhale, sweep the arms into the air. Exhale, leading with your heart, fold forward, soft knees. Inhale, rise up halfway, crown leads forward. Exhale, bending the knees enough, rounded back, hands to the floor. Step walker, hop back into plank pose, breathe in. Exhale, bend elbows, lower your way down, chaturanga. You can always take the shortcut to down dog, however, and skip this part. Inhale, up dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Stay in down dog. We're going to add something here. Listen to these instructions and follow them, please. Keep your hands as they are, but tiptoe your feet forward just a little bit. Once, twice, just a little bit, and maybe one more time. So you've just stepped your feet in a little closer towards your hands. Keep the knees bent, hips still lifting into the air. We're just bringing the feet in closer because we're going to take right hand, pick up your right hand, reach to the outside of your left leg. Right hand reaching to the outside of your left leg as low as you can reach. It might be your calf, it could be your ankle, it might even be your knee. Pressing left hand firmly into the floor, you might even twist slightly towards left side of the room, looking underneath your left arm. Kind of just this upside down, twisted chair pose. Let's bring the right hand back out onto the floor in front, restabilize, balance. We'll do the other side. So weight bearing in the right hand, we're picking up the left hand, reach to the outside edge, or the outside of your right leg, with a bit of a twist. Your hand is at calf level, maybe at ankle or knee. Lots of upper body strength here. Let's bring the left hand back out in front. You can step the feet back a little bit if you need to continue our flow. Here we go. We're going to inhale, extend right leg up, bend and twist. Let's add another twist by bringing right knee underneath you towards left elbow. Right knee towards left elbow so it crosses the midline, creating a twist. Taking right leg back up and straight up behind you. Then right foot to the top of the mat, warrior one. Rise up. Exhale, open, warrior two. Right away, side angle. Reach out. Rotate your arms. Taking left arm overhead. Inhale, extend. Exhale, turn, hands to the floor. Step back, plank pose. Take a shortcut to down dog. Other side right away. Inhale, extend left leg up, bend and twist. The exhale, bring left knee underneath you towards right elbow. It doesn't have to touch the elbow, just point towards it. Twist. Left leg back up into the sky, inhale. And exhale, left foot to the top of the mat. Right heel plants. Inhale, float up. Exhale, opening, warrior two. Right away, side angle. Reach out, rotate your arms, reaching right hand overhead. Inhale for that nice extension. Exhale, turn, hands to the floor, step back, plank pose, this time chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Pause there for a moment. And then bring both knees to the floor. So we'll be on our hands and knees. Actually, go ahead and sit back into hero for a brief moment here too, just to rest your wrists, because we're going to be going back out onto the hands. So I just want to give you an opportunity to rest and maybe stretch, counter stretch the wrists. Now, we are going to be on our hands and knees for a little bit, so if you need some padding, you can either just fold your mat, maybe something like this, just fold it toward yourself or from the sides, or if you have a blanket that you can kneel on, go ahead and use that. We're going to thread the needle, and thread the needle is a nice twist as well. Here's how we'll set it up for good alignment and leverage. Follow me. You're going to step your left hand forward just a little bit, and then off to the left side a little bit, just kind of towards the edge of the mat. Take a look at the middle finger on the left hand. It's pointing towards the 12 on an imaginary clock. Turn your palm inward so that middle finger is now pointing towards the 1 or a 2 on the clock. Put weight into that left hand. We're going to inhale and extend right arm out to the right side. As we exhale, we thread the needle. Right arm comes down and behind the left elbow bends, and it should bend at about 90 degrees, so we can twist, bringing this whole right arm and shoulder down to the ground. Your head might even rest. You can even adjust this left hand, because you want it in a place where you feel like it's helping you to stabilize in this twisted position. And you've created this right angle in the arm. It's like a little doorway. And that's actually going to help us get out of the pose. But just notice the spine and your hips, because it's a shoulder release, but we're going to use it as a spinal twist. So feel like your hips are moving directly back towards the back edge of your mat to maximize the twist that's happening in the torso. All right. With the next exhale, press into the ground with your left hand so you can lift, unwind, maybe re-extend right hand off to the right side and bring the right hand down to the ground. Let's rest. Sit back into hero. Counter stretch your wrists, especially the left wrist. You can just gently press the tops of your hands into the mat. Not too hard. Okay? Another way you can kind of remedy that deep forced flex is just circles with the wrists, even wiggling your fingers. Okay? Let's do the other side, spinal twist. So starting in our tabletop. So the right hand will step forward a little bit, then off to the right side a little bit. Middle finger is the hand on the clock. We're turning it inward, so it's pointing towards the 11 or the 10. Put weight into the right hand. Extend your left arm off to the left side. Inhale. Exhale. Thread the needle. Arm goes through. Arm comes all the way down. Bending right elbow. Adjusting that hand if you need to stabilize. Right arm is at a right angle. Hips are lifted and shifting or feeling like they're moving towards the back edge of your mat. Even though you can't see your hips, imagine or feel or intend them to be aligned. Breathing deeply. Noticing this obvious twist in the body. And we want the torso to be long. Yes, we are twisted, but you want to feel like it's elongated. That's why you want to feel as if your hips are moving towards the back of your mat. All right, let's get out of the pose. With an exhale, press into the ground with the right hand to lift, unwind, re-extend, left arm off to left side. Hand down to the ground. Let's stay here for cat and cow. Inhale, look up or forward, arching your back. Exhale, round. Again, inhale, look forward. Exhale into cat, rounding the spine. Belly button pulls up towards spine. One more. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Back to tabletop. Let's flow. Step your hands forward a little. Tuck your toes, lift your knees and hips, down dog. Inhale, extend right leg straight up, keep it straight. Exhale, right foot to the top of the mat, high lunge this time. Left heel stays lifted. We do want to shift the weight back towards that back foot so the hands can easily lift and we can hinge from hips. High lunge. Let's hold here for a moment. All right, pay attention here. We want to get a good lift through the upper body by reaching into the air and lunge low. So there's some long sensation in the torso. Stay facing forward, but bring your arms down like airplane wings, okay? Stay as tall as can be. You're going to rotate your whole torso towards the right side of the room and just feel where it naturally stops, because you might not get all the way to the right side. Just think of yourself as like a handle on a faucet, and we're turning it. And we're going to come back to center. Take the arms back up into the air. Pivot left heel to the floor. Warrior two. Let's reverse the warrior, taking right arm up into the sky. Another side body stretch. Make sure this right knee is lunging. Inhale. Exhale, big windmill, bringing both hands down to the floor. Step back, plank pose, hold plank. We'll just take a shortcut to down dog. Okay, same thing, other side. Inhale, extend left leg straight up and back. Exhale, left foot to the top of the mat, high lunge. Finding that balance, rising up. We'll start with the arms reaching straight up, lunging low to get a long torso. To find and keep balance, make sure you're squeezing inner thighs towards each other. Let's bring the arms down to parallel, like airplane wings, still facing forward. Feel tall. Now gently turn torso towards the left. So we're putting ourselves into a twist. Just feel that natural stop. We're just the arms on the faucet there. Come back to center, facing forward. Reach up into the air. Pivot right heel to the floor, turn sideways or to the side. Warrior two. Reverse your warrior by taking left hand up into the air. Make sure your left knee is still lunging. Breathe in. And our exhale to windmill all the way down to the ground. And step back into plank pose. Hold plank. And once again, just bring knees to the floor. Sit back into hero. All right, we're going to do a variation of our thread the needle, okay? So let's come back out onto hands and knees. Let's do the same setup. Left hand steps forward and to the left. Turn palm in. Inhale, extend right arm out to the right side, thread needle on the exhale. All right, situate yourself. Hips are feeling aligned and moving to the back edge of your mat. And here's the new part. I'm tucking the left set of toes so I can actually lift that knee and just extend the left leg straight back. If you can see me, I've just basically lifted the knee, extended the leg, the toes are still on the ground. You might even find that you can rotate open a little bit more. For extra credit, you don't have to do this. You can actually pick up the left leg, okay? Or keep the toes on the ground. One more breath, in and out. Bring the left knee back down to the ground. Press left hand into the floor so you can lift, unwind, re-extend right arm, and then back down to the mat. Let's right away go to the other side. Right hand steps forward and to the right. Turn palm in. Inhale, extend left arm out to left side. Exhale, thread needle. Come all the way down to the shoulder. Adjust the right hand as needed. Make sure the right arm is at 90 degrees. Hips are shifting straight back. Long torso, even in a twist. Tuck right set of toes. Lift the knee, extend the leg, keep toes on the ground. That'll help with the balance. But if you've got more balance here, test yourself by picking up the right leg. Just lift your foot and extend the leg back. We're bringing the toes back down. Bring the knee back down. Push right hand into the floor to unwind. Re-extend left arm off to the left side. Hand to the floor. Tabletop, cat-cow. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Two more. So lots of twisting. Return to a downward facing dog. You might even step the hands forward a little bit so you have good alignment. Tuck toes, lift knees and hips. Breathe in. Exhale, walk, step, or hop both feet up to the top of the mat. Inhale, extend spine. Exhale, fold. Weights in the heels, bent knees. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Come up to standing, reach high. Exhale, arms down by your side. Excellent. Let's just take a quick little break. If you need to kind of loosen things up, get a sip of water. I just need to adjust my mat. And we're going to add on just a little bit. Actually, we're starting to put some things together. We're going to start with the chair pose with the twist. And from that, we're going to step back into what I call a twisted warrior 2. So that's kind of what we were doing here with the faucet arms, okay? So let's start in mountain. Just follow me. Mountain pose, arms down by your side, shoulders rolled back. Take a breath. We'll inhale, extend arms up into the air. Exhale, take chair pose as you're taking your seat. Bring hands to heart center. Breathe in for more extension of spine. Exhale, rotation to right side. Keep it mild or go a little deeper as you'd like. Weight is evenly distributed across the feet for the moment, because now you're going to start shifting your weight into right foot. Once you've planted yourself into right foot, you're going to just step the left foot back. You might just tap it back like I just did, okay, into a lunging position. We're still twisted to the right side. Extend your arms floor to ceiling, or just extend the arms. And then rise up until we are in that warrior 2-like position, okay, that faucet. Now, we're going to reverse our windmill. So right hand will drop down, left hand goes up. As we unwind, coming to warrior 2, that left heel drop to the floor, warrior 2, and then reverse the warrior, taking right hand up into the air. Now we're going to windmill, bring the hands down to the floor, step back into down dog, both feet on the ground. Slight bend of knees. We're going to take left hand, reach to the outside of right leg. So we're still twisting to the right side of the room. You can always tiptoe forward a little bit if you can't seem to reach the leg. Let's take left hand back out onto the floor, restabilize and balance. Inhale, extend right leg up. Bend and twist. Right knee towards left elbow. Right knee, left elbow. Take it back up into the sky. Warrior 1. Left heel comes down. Reach out, rise up. Exhale, open warrior 2. Side angle. Right hand down, left hand up and overhead. Side body stretch. Breathe in. Exhale, turn, hands to the floor. Step back, plank pose. Knees to the floor. Cat-cow. Inhale, look up. Arch. Round. 2 more. Finish in your tabletop. Return to down dog. Tuck toes, lift knees and hips. Down dog. Inhale here, lengthen spine. Exhale, engage belly, walk, step, or hop both feet up to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Weights in the heels, bent knees. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Let's go right away to the other side. Reach up. Exhale, chair pose. Take your seat, bring hands to heart center. Find your seat. Low or stay high. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, twist to your left. Low or stay high. Stay in the twist. Start shifting weight into left foot. Nice planting sensation in left foot. So you can step right foot back, just tap it back so you can maintain the balance. Okay? Keep all 10 toes pointing forward. Now extend both arms, reach, and then rise up, upper body, into our twisted warrior 2, the faucet. Reverse the warrior. Left hand drops, right hand rises. As we open up warrior 2, right heel plants into the floor. But keep spinning those arms until left hand reaches into the air. Reversed warrior. Windmill. Bring the hands down to the floor in front, step back, down dog. Both feet on the ground. Now your right hand is going to reach to the outside of left leg for this upside down twist. Take right hand back out in front. Balanced. Inhale, extend left leg into the air. Bend and twist. Left knee, right elbow. Back up into the sky, reach. Left foot to the top of the mat, warrior 1. Right heel plants. Rising high. Warrior two. Side angle this time. Reach out. Right hand reaching up and overhead for side body stretch. Inhale. Exhale, turn, hands to the floor. Step back, plank. Knees to the floor. Cat-cow. Okay, we're going to take a little break here. That's just a portion of our sequence. Let's take a break by taking our bodies into child's pose. So feel free to take the knees a little wider and sit back. You can bring forehead all the way down to the ground or bring in a pillow or a block. Let's just take some deep breaths here. This is a nice way to extend the body, especially since we've put in some good twists and rotations. And don't forget, we're working our core system with a lot of those rotations. Even think about what you're releasing in your practice today. A thought, a feeling, a memory, perhaps, that you would like to just let go. Sometimes when we move through a yoga practice, things that get stored away and things that we think we've worked through or have forgotten sometimes comes back up to the surface. And just acknowledge it. You might have some emotion around it, and that's all normal and good. And if it's a memory or a feeling or a sensation that you would continue or you would prefer to really release, let your breathing practice and your moving practice, even your meditative practice, be those resources that help you to heal. 2 more breaths here. Okay, you're going to rise back up to hands and knees. Downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, walk, step, or hop both feet back up to the top of the mat. Inhale, extend spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive, coming back up to standing. Reach up high. Hold here for a quick second. Big stretch. Exhale, arms down by your side. Very nice. Okay. Let's go ahead and add on to the sequence there. I'm going to pick up the pace a little bit, so we're really going to be moving with breath. Okay, and inhale into one pose, exhale into the next pose. But go at your own pace. If you need to pause anywhere, maybe take a breath or two while we're holding a posture or when we arrive in a posture, that's perfectly fine. Okay, so here is our twisting practice. We like to start in mountain pose, of course. Take a deep breath. Here we go. Inhale, reach into the sky. Exhale, chair pose, taking your seat, hands to heart center. Once you've taken the seat, inhale, extend spine. Exhale, twist to your right. Once there, start shifting weight into right foot. And then start tiptoeing or stepping the left foot back into the lunge. Extend arms floor to ceiling. Rise up, twisted warrior two. Unwind into warrior two, reversing the warrior, right hand reaching up into the air. And we windmill, bringing hands down to the floor and front step back, down dog, both feet on the ground. Right away, left hand reaching to the outside of the right leg, twist. And bring left hand back out onto the floor in front. Inhale, extend right leg up, bend and twist. Right knee, left elbow for a twist. Right leg back up into the sky, warrior one. Plant that back heel, rise up when you're ready. Warrior two. So we're just flowing here. Go at your own pace, side angle. Right hand down, left hand up and overhead, nice extension. Turn, bring hands to the floor, step back, plank pose. Knees to the floor, spinal twist, or thread the needle. Step the left hand forward to the side, turn it in. Right arm extends out to right side. Right arm extends underneath. For the bonus, extend left leg back behind. Maybe even lifting the leg for extra bonus. You can even lift it higher. Such a different sensation. Bring the foot back down. Bring the knee down. Unwind. Plant the hands. Cat-cow. One time. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Keep the cat pose. Tuck toes. Lift knees, down dog. Jump, step, or walk. Both feet up to the top of the mat. Inhale, extend spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Come to standing, reach up. Exhale, take chair pose. As you take your seat, hands to heart center. We're moving. Breathe in, nice extension of spine. Exhale, twist to left. Start shifting weight into left foot, root. Step the right foot back. We're still in a twist, kind of a twisted lunge. Extend arms floor to ceiling. Rise up, twisted warrior two. Unwind into warrior two. Reverse the warrior. Left hand reaching into the air. Windmill, hands down to the floor. Step back, down dog. Both feet on the ground. Right hand reaching to outside of left leg for the twist upside down. Right hand comes back out. Left leg extends in the air, bend and twist. Left knee, right elbow for a twist. Back up into the air, straight line. Left foot to the top of the mat, warrior one. Our basic flow, I like to call this. Side angle, because we originated our movement with this flow. Right hand reaching overhead, inhale. Exhale, turn, hands to the floor. Step back, plank. Knees to the floor. Thread the needle, set up your right hand. Extend left arm out to the left side. Thread. Here we go. Stay just like this. Torso long, hips up. Or extend right leg back if you like. Even lifting that leg past parallel for a little added sensation and balance. Back down we go. Bring the knee down. Unwind, unthread the needle. Re-extend the left arm. Plant the hands. Cat-cow. Hold cat. Down dog. Jump or step forward up to the top of the mat. Inhale, extend spine. Exhale, fold. We're going to go through the sequence again. Here we go. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, chair, hands to heart. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist to the right. Start shifting weight to right foot. Tap left foot back into our twisted lunge. Extend arms floor to ceiling. Twisted warrior two. Unwinding into warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Now we're really flowing. Reversed warrior. Windmill, hands down to the floor. Step back. Down dog. Something a little different here. Take right leg up into the air. Bend and twist. Right knee, left elbow. And bring it to center and set the knee onto the ground. Just the right knee. Okay, so you're on your left set of toes there. Extend right arm off to right side. Thread the needle. So that puts us right into that variation of our thread the needle because the left leg is already extended. Listen, because we're going to unwind it. Plant the hands, both knees on the floor. Extend left arm off to left side. Thread needle again, but to the other side. Unwind. Down dog. Left hand to right leg, twist. Left hand to the floor. Hop or step, both feet up to the top of the mat. Monkey pose. And fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Reach up into the air. So we have changed the sequence a little bit. Chair pose. Hands to heart. Inhale for length. Exhale, twist to left. Shifting weight into left foot. Step the right foot back into our lunge. Twisted lunge. Extend the arms, floor to ceiling. Twisted warrior two. Unwinding into warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Left hand reaching into the air. Windmill, bring the hands down to the floor. Step back into down dog, left leg into the sky. Bend and twist. Left knee to right elbow. And then bring that knee to center and just set the knee down onto the floor. Extending right leg back. Okay? Extending left arm off to left side. Thread the needle. So the right leg is going to be lifted. Stay there, or even lift that leg for the variation. Unwind. Left hand down, right knee down. Extend right arm off to the right side. Thread needle again. Now to the left. Unwind. Hands and knees. Tuck toes, lift knees. Right hand to left leg. Upside down twist. Right hand to the floor. Down dog, stay here. Shift your body out to plank pose. Plank. Come down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, let's go to the ground. Hop forward, cross legs. Take a seat this time. Roll down onto your back. Hug knees into chest. Maybe some movement here. Check in with your breathing. All right, so we went through 2 significant twisting sequences there. And just as we did at the beginning of our practice, we're going to move into spinal twist. So let's take knees to the left side, right arm to right side. Let's hold here for several breaths. Now there's still any elongation in the torso. So you want to feel, like in other rotations, like the crown of your head is actually moving and leading you to the wall that's behind you. And that your tailbone is moving forward, even just to the front edge of your mat, lengthening through the spine, elongating through the torso, just to maximize the spaciousness for your twist. 2 more breaths. And we'll bring knees back up to center. Pause there for a second. Feel free to give yourself another hug. And we'll take knees to the other side. Left arm to left side. So same thing here. Finding that lengthening through the torso. Energy moving through the top of your head and through your tailbone. Deep breathing. And maybe you're not so out of breath now after that dynamic sequence. Let's go ahead and just take 3 more breaths here on this side. And when you're ready, let's come back up to center. Hug the knees in. And from here, feel free to take any other pose you would like to add in order to move towards the end of your practice. For example, you might move into a hip opener, like happy baby pose. Okay, these are just examples. Maybe you want to move into a back bend, like wheel pose, or inverted, where you want to take the legs up into the air, or even into shoulder stand, which might even take you to plow. Maybe another twist. So just choose the posture or postures that you would like to perform next. You can just follow me. I just happen to be in happy baby pose. Or just listen to your body and follow. If your body's needing to go back to some twisting, go back there. Maybe you want to just lie down flat and come directly to Shavasana. I'm going to take another hip opener. I'm going to place the soles of my feet together and set the feet onto the ground for a reclining cobbler's pose. You're welcome to follow me, or maybe you're in a back bend, or you're doing legs against the wall, extending the legs up into the air, listening to your body and responding appropriately. Wherever you are, also listen to your breath. Take as much time as you need in these poses that you're performing now, or maybe you've already made your way into Shavasana, so you can take your long meditative practice. I want to bring the knees together and just take a very easy bridge pose. I might even grab my blocks here for a supported bridge pose. So I'm just lifting the hips up, getting the blocks underneath, sitting on the blocks, just for a little bit of an opening in the front body. Wherever you happen to be, if you're still in motion or holding a posture, or even if you are already in Shavasana, go back to your personal intention and what we are able to use this practice for, these twisting poses, this twisting sequence. Alrighty, if you're still in motion, take 5 more breaths and let those 5 breaths lead you back onto the mat, guiding yourself into Shavasana. Take your time. And once you arrive in Shavasana, just feel how your body reconnects to the ground, to the earth. And even just a reconnection to self, a fuller, richer self. Feel free to hold Shavasana as long as you like, even as I end the practice. Just stay here in total ease and comfort. And again, staying here as long as you need to. But when it is time to move, rather than moving your body too quickly, start with breath. Feel the movement of your breath. Take 5 deep breaths. And as you're breathing, just feeling energy return to your body. Feel movement return to your body. And when your body feels ready, take your time, move in slow motion, and roll onto either side of your body. Just moving into a nurturing posture, holding here for a few moments. And then taking your time, still moving as slowly as can be, rise up to seated, finding a comfortable seat. You can cross your legs, sit up nice and tall, nice lengthened spine, arms just down by your side, relaxed. Take a deep breath in and out. And one more movement together. Inhale, extend your arms into the air, reach up. And exhale, bring your palms together and down to your heart. Hold here in stillness. Return to breath. And as we come to the close of our practice together, we bow saying Namaste.